Welcome to the workshop. It's another Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And welcome to full time from the workshop. And yeah, maybe you noticed there is an opening now. There is a countdown now. It's not an opening, but at least a countdown. I managed to cobble something together during the week. It is, of course, something that follows the guideline of make it exist first and then you can make it perfect later on. But at least there is now also a countdown before the stream. Like there is also one at the Plastic Monday streams, and so I thought, why not have one here too? So I hope you like it. I also put together a Be Right Back screen, and I also didn't went to the toilet today before stream, so there is a high chance of seeing it. We can also increase this chance by drinking lots of tea. Stay hydrated. And yeah, I hope you're all doing good so far. It was a stressful week, but now it's Friday. It's Friday the 13th actually, so oh my god, all the horror. I hope you are not too superstitious. For me, it was quite the week, but now I'm glad that I can be here, that I can spend my night with you down in the workshop and continue building my figure backdrop. And for once, you can actually see it now here on my side. The stairs and the pillars and of course the figure with the little chest. Now that it's painted, you can actually see it, because before then it was all white and the camera really had problems picking up this white surface. And now you can see that there are actually stairs and the pillars are standing here. The pillars are actually now glued to the scene, so everything is fine and dandy. And yeah, I like it. I'm not sure if I should add some top coat, some glossy top coat to the structure to have it be more like a marble thing. There is like this UV top coat I have, and usually it also adds some gloss. It's not too glossy, but if I spray it a little bit, maybe it will look a bit better, but who knows. But paint wise, I'm quite happy how this turned out. I can show it to you a little bit better. Here is it, and yeah, and today there is one major component that is still missing, and that is the cannon, the naval cannon that should be standing next to or behind the figure, kind of in the background but also kind of visible. So because the naval cannon in a size similar 1/7, it's not really 1/7 because it would be much larger, it's hard to come by. I could have bought the coins, I was able to buy all the treasures and some other gizmos and gimmicks for this scene, but a naval cannon in this size is hard to come by, if it even exists. So there is basically no other choice to create it by myself. And this is what I want to do today, or at least I will start today. Maybe I will finish it off stream or next Friday. Who knows? So let's see. I've already printed out the barrel. This is the barrel of the cannon. It's let me see. It's a 3D print, and I used the black matte filament, so it already looks quite nice. I will sand this a bit and maybe add a bit of a metallic paint job to it, but basically this looks already kind of nice. So the barrel is done. So this is like a good thing to have 3D printed, because this is a very complicated shape. It's round, it tapers off at the edges. This is a bolt you can move out and move back, so it is actually quite hollow in there, so it is also hollow. Maybe I can use the smoke machine to get in some smoke there. And yeah, it's just the barrel. And I also printed out like 4 smaller components. This is the where the barrel is hinged to the body of the cannon. So also I used the gray filament here, and then they're 3. There should be 4. Why are there only 3? Bummer. There are like 3 wheels, 2, and there is the 3rd one. But there should be 4 because a cannon has 4 wheels. So where is the 4th wheel? Where did it go? Oh, it is here. Okay, it played a little bit hide and seek with me, but there is like now 4 wheels, and those wheels are made out of wood, and I printed out an axle from the 3D printer. So this will be the basis for the like wheels of the cannon. So yeah, and then basically the 3D file I used to print this also had all the components for the other stuff. You know, you could have printed a whole cannon out of plastic, but then I would have had to change the finish so that it looks more like wood, and so I didn't print it out. And I will now made it from cardboard, and I cover it with wood, and then I will paint it so it might look more realistic. But nevertheless, I measured the 3D file and basically transferred it back to 2D. So this is now the base, the side base where the cannon will rest. Like, let me see, like this. You see? I guess you can't see, but like this. Okay. So I have to cut this out, and then I will trace this to a carton, and the carton will be my base for the build, actually, because the carton is very easy to cut out and to glue together, and then we will define the outer shell made out of plywood. So yeah. Okay, so cut this out. I have a, let me see, let's switch to the other workbench. I will just try to get this out of frame as best as I can. Maybe so. That's actually quite good. So bring you into the action. Okay, can I get some focus here? Perfect. Okay. So I guess now you can see me. Okay, let's see. Let me try to get this adjusted. So I also have the 3D file open, so to look up certain details for the other parts as well. But I hope that the other parts will just, you know, come together as we move forward with this build. I mean, it doesn't have to be a one-to-one replica of the 3D printed file. It basically just should look like a naval cannon. Then I'm satisfied with it, with the build. So yeah. So anyway, how was your week? I hope you had a productive week. It was, I mean, if you are like so inclined to celebrate it, it was the main week of Carnival, or the week before Carnival. With our ball season is in full swing. It came to an end with the Open Ball in Vienna, famous high society ball where rich people gather in the opera house and yeah, dance and drink and socialize. And on the outside there are usually protesters protesting against, like, you know, rich people and capitalism and stuff like this. So it's a tradition, and yeah. Okay, so I've cut it out. There is this part here on top where the cannon rests. For the paper, I can just use the knife to cut this, but I guess for the carton, I might use the drill to drill this so that it's round and not quasi round. Okay, so. And now let's trace this to a thick carton. I will use this 3mm book binding carton. I like this material. It's a stiff carton, but it's also thin and has a good texture. So you can paint it, you can apply some paper to it, you can apply some glue to it. It's a very thankful material. It comes in sheets from this size to like this size. So I just noticed that my monitor is clipping a bit. Okay. Oh no, the illusion. The illusion. Okay, but I have to do this with a pencil because otherwise it might not be so great. Let me see. Just trace it with a pencil and then we can cut it out. Oh no, the pencil broke. That's the problem. I only have garbage pencils here in the workshop. And also a garbage, what is this called? Sharpener, I guess. Oh, and now it's so small I can't barely hold it, but I guess it has to do. So what I wanted to say is that we need 2 of those slices for each side. And then there are 2 axles and some parts in the middle. So yeah. Thankfully it's not too complicated to build. And then we also can add some details like some chains or some rope. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to print out or to find some in-scale cannonballs as well. But then I don't know if it's needed or not, so. So let's see. Just replace the knife. So it's rather sharp, but still you have to use quite some force and go 3 or 4 times until this thick carton is cut all the way through, because it's a heavy material. I guess usually this is used for actual book binding. So if you have the hardcover of a book, you can use carton like this for the inlay. But I've used this material all all the time with almost all of my builds, and also back then when I still made some crude backdrops for my stop motion, for my Lego stop motion short videos back in the day. Because like I said, it was a clean surface to apply some paper to it. So. Had a bit of a premium feel. I could have used normal cardboard as well, but I want to have this premium feel. And this material is not cheap. I mean, not as cheap as free cardboard, at least. So I don't know what the square foot price or the squared meter price is, but it will add up if you use tons of it, like I did in the past. Because at one time I made a whole game show set, like a real life sized game show set with some stands out of this material. So I used quite some square foot. So yeah. Then of course it's a bit expensive, but I guess still cheaper than wood or plastic. Okay, I guess this comes off already. Very nice. Based on the scale and size, I guess the sides have to be like 8 millimeter, and this is 3. So basically I need 2 of them glued together, and if I add some wood on the outside, it will get to 8, maybe 9 millimeter and look convincing as the scale would require. So when I do things like this, I just, you know, I measure all the things or base things and look up the real measurements of such a cannon, and then I try to get something that is in scale, but sometimes it's a bit off because it looks better, or in the picture it fits nicer. So it's not always the exact scale of the figure. And also, since the scale of a figure is most likely accurate in terms of the cannon height of the character, most of the time it's very small. I mean, this is a very large figure of Marine-chan, but she is a very tiny character in canon. So she's like, what is it, 5 feet 1 or 152 centimeter. So she's a small woman, girl, whatever. So her figure might be big, but actually she's quite small. And so if I use the real life measurements of such a cannon and just divide it by 7, you will end up with a large cannon. And if you put this next to her, because you have no other point of reference, it would look odd, even if the scale and the sizing is correct. It was the same with Kana. Kana from Dragon Maid, famous small loli type character. And I made this picture with her with the New Year's, you know, like festival kind of thing. And there were this booth, those festival booths you see in Japan during the night, some kind of matsuri. And it looked odd because basically it's just a small child. So if you do this stand in the right scale, it's a huge stand with a small character attached to it. So I had to come up with a bit of a trick scale to have it look convincing, but still kinda in universe. So yeah, this is one, and I guess I have to do three other ones. Maybe I will just use this version here and trace it, because it's a bit more bit easier to trace. But then again, every small error will be now amplified if I'm not precise enough. Okay, let's see. I don't know, can I just have this fixed in place? I don't know where all my good knives were going. I have a drawer full of knives, but none of them are really good. Oops, I just pressed something on the keyboard, but nothing happened. Okay, it's a bit annoying to have all this equipment lying around while working, because you might need it for the stream, but you also run in danger to press something on the keyboard. And wouldn't it be a shame to like press something on the keyboard and have the stream go offline and don't notice it? Like last stream where I had no microphone on because the battery died. I guess 15-20 minutes into the stream, so I didn't notice it. And Oki was there, and he was like wondering that I don't say anything to him or don't talk anything. So after, I guess, half an hour, he just texted me and said, maybe your mic is dead. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So, yeah. So I don't know, this wireless headphone should technically make a sound when the battery gets empty. I think this would be a nice thing to have, but then maybe it's just not the right equipment, and normally you should use this with a supervision, someone who is monitoring all the equipment. So, yeah. And today's stream might be one of the last ones I'm doing this set, because maybe I built the cannon of stream, finish the cannon of stream, because I really want to shoot this whole picture in February, by the end of February. I really want to do this, because I have to move on with other projects, and also I don't know how long I will keep streaming in this regular schedule, because soon we will start with the renovation of the garden, and then I might have all hands full with other stuff, with like actual real life project and not just silly hobbies. So yeah, this might need some attention from my side, and might need some like basically erase all my spare time for the next 2 or 3 months. Hopefully not 3 months. I mean, hopefully just 2 months, but you can never know for sure. Also, I just want to have the garden finished by the start of the summer, so that we can actually use it and like host parties and doing some barbecue, stuff like that. Plant some vegetables. Okay. But first, of course, we have to build the garden. So today I was driving by this like gardening. It's not a gardening center. It's like a small a store who sells plants and also trees. It's a tree school. Is this an English word? Tree school. And because they had a nice tree there, a smaller tree that I might buy for the garden. So I asked the price and how big it was, and I looked at him. from near, and maybe I can buy this tree because it's like in the neighborhood, so it would be at least not as troublesome to transport, because it's a bigger tree. I mean, it's a small tree, but kind of big. It's not like a small plant you buy in the garden center. It's just like 3 meters in height and 2 meters wide, so has like 300-400 kilo. So I mean, that's the problem with the garden. All the materials are so heavy. All the stones we have to lay for the paths, stone paths, like cobblestone path. Really heavy materials compared to the house, where you just basically used some wood and some paint. So basically a bucket of paint is like 25 kilo, and you just need like 5 of them for the whole house. But if you want to lay some bricks in the garden, 1 brick has like 25 kilo, and you need like hundreds of them. So I guess I don't have to subscribe to a gym in the near future. If I ever would subscribe to a gym, not me. I hate buying. I hate paying for sport or for fitness. I really hate it. Okay, so this is like 2 of them together. Now we have like double the thickness, and adding the cannon here. That's quite good. I like it. With some wood attached to it, it will be at least another layer, so not bad. So 2 more to go. This is also a fitness test to cut this from the thick cardboard. Also today I found the courage to ride my bike after work. I came home from work a bit earlier than usual, and now it's sunny outside again till the later afternoon, because you know, summer is coming back, so you have daylight when you come home. So I decided to grab my bike and ride a few kilometers. And since I don't have much time, I decided to ride them really hard and fast. So it was quite exhausting. So now I'm feeling a bit tired. I mean, basically I feel tired the whole week, because it was the Super Bowl weekend last weekend, and so I'm still missing some sleep. I overslept like 3 times this week and coming late into the office, which is not usually a big problem, but still it's like annoying when it happens, because the first couple hours are the most stressful. So, and also I have to, like, if it's really if I overslept by like more than 20 minutes or like 15 minutes to half an hour, I would have to contact my my colleagues and tell them, hey, I'm a bit late. And since they know that I'm working nearby, or I'm living nearby, and there is no like chance of a traffic jam or something, they would know that I basically overslept. So it's a bit annoying. Yeah. But then again, I don't want to go to bed at night. I'm like a little child that doesn't want to go to sleep, because if you go to sleep, the day is over and you're just basically admitting defeat. So I want to stay up late at night, and maybe I will do some fun activities at night. So recently I played a bit of Dialogue, this new indie game on Steam. that is basically just a well-copied homework from Valhalla, the bartender game. And yeah, I'm now, I guess I'm reaching the climax of the story already. So it's a very short game, at least one play through is a very short, or at least it appears to be a very short playthrough. Even shorter than Valhalla, I guess. I mean, I can't say for sure because I didn't see the end yet, but it feels like it might come to an end soon. And basically I guess the appeal is to play it multiple times to get some alternate endings, like you always do with those visual novel types. Those are usually a bit shorter, and you just play them over and over again with different strategies. And yeah, so I did this, and also, like I said, I started to read the FX Warrior Kurumi manga because I want to. I never did this. I usually never do this. First of all, most of the time I don't watch anime because I don't want to invest into the time into it, because I have to sit there and watch it and read the subtitles. And even if I do, I just watch some random shows that at least look interesting, or the plot might be interesting to me. But with FX Warrior Kurumi, I just wanted to know the story, and so I read the manga before I watched before I will watch the anime that is coming out somewhere in 2026. I don't know exactly when, but somewhere. And now, like, I've read the manga, that's cool, but then again, now I don't know if the anime will be boring, because it's just an adaptation. So I don't know how people do this. Isn't it boring to like read the manga first and then like basically just watch the anime and know all the story beats that are coming? I don't know. Feels even more like a waste of time now, to be honest. But the manga is actually quite good. I was surprised. I was surprised how chaotic and how dark it gets in certain parts. How really uncomfortable places. So, I mean, it was hilarious that the first like 30 chapters were translated. It's like a fan translation, of course. Were translated in like a really internet speak, a really lingo, like this bro internet humor lingo that is most often seen in places like Wall Street Bets and something like this. So it was. I mean, it's a total shit show of a translation and adaptation. But for me, for one who also experienced this in real life and on the forums, it was such a good read and such a fun read. But now I guess these. At some point, they switched over to another guy who translated the pages, and now it's like just a normal English translation without any without any memes or like questionable dialogue. So yeah, it reads much more normal, but also it's. I mean, the last few chapters I read yesterday late at night were a bit intense and a bit serious, so it would have felt out of place, but still the translation is now normal. And so I guess I will read it until I mean, it's still ongoing. Oh, hi Solo, welcome to the stream. Long time no see. How's your vida? Did you get rid of the coughs? I mean, hopefully, because being sick for a long time really is no fun at all. Yeah, I mean that's great. Yeah, I finished the base of the. Let me show this to you. Let's see, how can I show this to you? I finished the base, and since it's now painted, you can actually see it because it's not just a white thing that the camera is not able to catch on to. I finished the paint job and the structure. This is like all solid material, and yeah, I'm now building the naval cannon that will be placed behind her. So I have the barrel already 3D printed, so I guess it will look like this, something like this. And now I just built the bottom part of the cannon. Could have printed this as well, but then again, where would the fun be in printing all the stuff? And also, this looks good, made out of plastic filament, but this might not look good made out of plastic, so I would have used a different finish afterwards, so I just built it myself. Fine, I will do it myself. And so this is like the base, the side. It's accurate in scale. I just translated the 3D file back to a 2D file. So I measured everything, and now I'm just doing this. So just one more of those, and then I can, I guess, glue them together and drill this hole, and then let's see how we move on, because then it's basically freestyle. Yeah, this is really the matte PLA is a really good material. I like it very much. It also has a hole in here, so you can, you know, get something in there. So I might use this to fill it with smoke in the photo. Get some smoke in there, and then it might fizzle out a bit. So let's see. I want to have at least one edge I don't have to cut, so like this. So did you encounter any unluck today? Like it's Friday the 13th? It's one of the rare cases where this 13 is a Friday, and then next 13 in April is also a Friday. So it's one, it doesn't happen too often. 2 Friday the 13th in a row. Guess it only is possible with February, with the short month. I just said April, but I mean March. Sorry, just now and next month, basically. So I already lost all the feeling of time. And since the day is not yet over, hopefully I don't cut myself. This would be like a typical Friday day 13 thing to do. Couldn't say it never happened before, because I did cut myself quite often. And wow, that's annoying as hell, because the knife is so sharp, you basically you don't feel it. It doesn't hurt, but then it's like it bleeds like hell, and it also usually happens on an area where you constantly touch it, and afterwards it hurts, because when it heals, it heals poorly, and it hurts when you type something or when you work with your hands, and basically you just realize how many times you need a certain area of your hand or body. Yeah. We wished our finished our server client test successfully, and I can stay in the normal home office next week, which means I can watch the carnival. Oh yeah, oh yes, the carnival. I mentioned it early in this stream that yeah, of course, we also had our pre-carnival week with the open ball in the Vienna Opera House yesterday. Yeah. But God, Cologne at the carnival must be great. This must be great. I mean, the weather. I'm not a big carnival or Fasching guy. Not a big fan. But this week there was like a comedian in the radio, and they have this section in the morning program where just like people pick a topic for 1 week, and they just get they just talk about this topic and getting some thoughts that cross their mind. And this week was Carnival, and he made some good points actually. He made some good points. Why we should enjoy this 5th season of the year. So do you dress up for Carnival as well? Or when was the last time you dressed up for Carnival? Because I have at least one coworker where he might dress up for Fasching. I mean, not like super obvious Fasching costume or like cosplay, but just like, you know, a guy from a movie or something, like basic street clothes, but still you might recognize the character still. Now that I think about it, there was this one time, but it wasn't Fasching, it was Halloween, where we the whole office, like 4 or 5 guys, dressed up the same way our supervisor does, with the same kind of clothes, so to confuse him. And since it's not super obvious the way he dresses, it was kind of funny if he even noticed it. Okay. So I guess this is okay. So you dress up for Carnival. That's cool. I mean, since you already have quite the variety of costumes and props at your disposal, I mean, it's only natural that you leave no chance to get some Verkleidung going. And also it's like Valentine's Day. So another busy weekend. Last weekend was like Super Bowl and Wonder Festival and Japanese election, and now it's like Carnival and Valentine's Day, and I don't know. There's a convention in Austria, there is a convention in Germany. So busy stuff. Yeah. It was a relatively warm week, but now it will get colder, even here in Vienna. I mean, we can just like try something when I find my. There it is. When I find my mouse, we can just check out the weather as well. And yeah. So we might even get some snow here. So, and normally I wouldn't mind this as much, but my central heating, my heat pump broke down like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm heating my whole house with basically an oversized kettle, which luckily it works still, but it draws a ton of electricity. So on a cold day like we might have over the weekend, I use like 60 kilowatt hours each day. So it's quite ridiculous. So basically the compressor of the outdoor unit broke down, and so they have to replace it. And I don't know, but I have the feeling that when this is done, it will be all summer again, so I don't need it anymore, or not as much, so it's annoying. Okay, so now I glue this together, and then I will drill this hole into it, this top hole, because I don't want to cut this. And I also now have an countdown, an opening countdown for the full time as well. So I was a bit productive during the week. And most likely I will stay all Saturday and Sunday in the studio and filming stuff. I might get out my hot take video about AI on the normal 80 channel, and I also will film a bit of review stuff. And I guess next weekend I will feature, or no, not next weekend. Next weekend I'm busy with work, but at the end of February I will host a plastic model stream together with Oki again, and then I will just ask him about the convention, the KokoroCon. It's so strange that they even made like commercials in the radio. They played convention commercials on the radio, like at a major station, not just like some internet radio that nobody listens to. No, some really major stations. It was so surreal. God, this hobby has become so widespread and so like common. Yeah. Okay, so I glued the two parts together, and I might now attempt to drill this. Let's see, with is it 8mm? Is it okay? No, I need something bigger than 8mm. This might be a problem, but let's see. What do we have here? There's like 5, there's 11. If you ever happen to cut yourself, it happened to me more than once. For work with a scalpel, a good way to deal with is to close the wound with I don't know this. I guess it's a chemical, typical trick from a dental technician. I have to look into this. I mean, I have like a first aid kit on the wall. And yeah, I already used it. Yeah, 11 millimeter is okay. So now I have to get this drill working. Let's see. I guess I have to move this down. I hope this will fit. Yeah, okay. Perfect. Okay. It's an old school drill. You have to do it with a wrench. It's not a fast enough. Okay, I guess I can't really do this with the block because I have to get it through the edge. Let's see. There has to be something I could use. God damn it. Why is it so hard? Okay. Does this work? Yes. Okay. Does it work? No. No. I have to plug it in. I guess the B is for drill because, you know, it's the B is for drill. Brill. Didn't go all the way through. Shame. Yeah. Okay. I guess this works. So now we have a kind of a perfect hole. And basically the cannon should fit into here. Yes, it does. That's fine. Okay. So now I have to determine the width of the cannon. Well, let's see. Let me show this to you. I have. Why doesn't it say anything? Does it work? No, it doesn't. Why doesn't it work? Oh, wait, now it works. Okay, so now you can see it. Fine. So I can work. So we have this is the width of the cannon. So let me see. If we measure this from here to like here, we have 2.3 centimeters. Okay, let me just write this down. 2.3 centimeters. Does this make any sense? I mean, 3 centimeters. I mean, I guess. Okay, 2, 3, and then this whole thing is measure it again from here to here. We have like 4 centimeters. Okay. And then we basically just have some edges here and there. And is this like yeah, this is in an angle. Okay, so the bottom part is a straight rectangle, and then you have it to an edge. Okay. Well. Okay, so I just will use this as my... I will use this as my... let's draw it first. Like 4 centimeter. Okay. What's the height of this thing? Like from here to here it is 1 centimeter, okay. Can basically just take this and make it like this. And then I have to make a small indent on each side. I mean, the beauty with working with like soft materials like cardboard and plywood is that you basically don't have to be too exact. You can add or distract a bit, so, but I just have to do it a bit more. I guess I have to add a few millimeters more, because it will be thicker in the end. I guess like 3 millimeters. So okay. Hopefully this will fit. Oh, let's see. So let me check. So yeah, where is my mouse? Here it is. But yeah, I want to have this whole diorama done by the end of February, so that I can make the photo, because I want to do the review of the figure and also the photo by the end of February, so that I can move on to other projects. Okay, so now we have this little thing, and I guess I have to... I'm so frugal with the cardboard and also with the pencil. Look at this small pencil. Like this is my thumb against it. Just like since I'm out of school, I don't have any pencils. We don't use them in the office, so I even can't take them from the office. I mean, what a shame. Would be strange if I order some pencils, even if we don't use them, so... But I don't want to buy pencils. I mean, come on. What is this? Is it school all over again? I also was never was able to handle those like pressure pens with those thin mines with those individuals where you like do a click 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 and then you have like a sharp pencil all the time. I always used too much pressure and I broke off the mine. And from what I have seen, using too much pressure is not a good thing if you want to draw anything, because you need like more control over your hand and to be like, basically you don't have to cramp your hand so much. Just let it move freely. Okay, I wasn't able to do this. Okay, that's good. But this might be too narrow. Let's see. I mean, I think this is too narrow. I'm sure the program lied to me. Is there any way I can check this? I don't know. It's a bit annoying. Oh, okay, I can do this like this. I mean, no, this might actually work. This might actually work. But not here. I want to have it here. No, that's way too narrow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did I use the 3D program to measure it? When I have the real thing right in front of me. Doesn't make sense. Let me see. Just put it like this. Okay. And then I can measure it like this. Yeah. So it's 1 centimeter short. This is what I meant. So with like it's trial and error. And since I only use soft materials, it's not so bad. I will make it a bit wider and a bit higher and basically just better, a better version of it. So let's see. What was it? 5 centimeter. It's okay. And then adding those 6 and I guess 9. 9 should be good. Accounting for the wood as well. So let's see. Does it matter how? I guess I have to make it even bigger then. I see how this is. So 9 is like 5, 6, 7, 9. 9 to this side, and then I go like 6 outside. Now it's even bigger and better to handle. Okay, let's see. I guess that's better. Oh, we will see. And then also going a bit in there. Okay. Is this straight? No. No. This doesn't look right. Okay, so I guess this is now better, and I will use just not the smallest piece of cardboard. Let's see if I can sharpen this a bit more. Normally I would use a bit of a thicker paper for the pattern, but I don't have any at the moment. Once again, I don't want to buy it, and I can't quite order it, so god damn it. Oh well. Okay, one piece done. And now, hopefully this works so that I can place the barrel in between. Yeah, I guess. It's a bit hard to like set this up, but and also is the cannon, does this like come down there? I didn't notice this. Let us check together how this looks at the final cannon. Where are the other parts? Ah, there are the other parts. So here is the cannon. So yeah, okay, basically this really extends it to the ground. So okay, got it. Oh well. Okay. So should I do this like also a second time? And then tackle the upper part as well. So let's see. Cutting this a second time. This would have been also a acceptable job for the laser, but then again I would have to create all the files in the right size. And since I don't know exactly the measurements, it might also run into some trial and error. And also I wouldn't be able to show this on stream quite as good. So yeah. I guess working with the laser is would be good if we just would make a ton of them. Make one good model and then just multiply it and duplicate it over and over again. But if I only do this once, it doesn't have to be very fancy. So Solo, since you are like a naval enjoyer, did you ever like fire a real cannon? Like an antique one, not a modern cannon. And was it loaded with confetti or was it loaded with a real cannonball? Because I would imagine that those like projectiles had not much speed when they were fired in terms of like modern ammunition. But of course it was like just a massive ball of metal, so... Or was it even metal? I don't know. What was it? What is a cannonball made of? Like back then in the 1800s, 1700s, like when pirates were still a thing. Because I learned that they had to be loaded with tons of powder, and those people were called the powder monkeys, that were responsible for basically getting all those black powder from, I guess, below deck. I mean, I guess this is also the trade-off, like with every modern weapon system. I mean, modern in the sense of like using black powder to fire off something, that you can harm your enemy with your cannons, but you also have to stow all those chemicals somewhere on the ship as well. And if your enemy hits this place first, it goes kaboom. And I know modern ships have like quite sophisticated ways of storing this this ammunition and those bombs, but I would have guessed like old ships from back then were a bit like more sensitive. I have the feeling that I will cut myself today. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this. I might also got clumsier with time because I don't do this as often anymore. Can you unlearn something like this? I don't know. So let's see. Yeah, I have all three of them. Now I need one more. What was the original piece? I guess this one. Just always trace it from the original piece and not from the carbon copy of a carbon copy of a carbon copy. Let's see if I can just cut this straight from the model. Save a bit of time. I mean, the thing is, the more sophisticated tools you use, like a laser cutter or 3D printer, the more you run into the danger that your miniatures might look too clean, too perfect. I mean, this could be good if you're doing something technical, where it has to be clean and shiny and, you know, accurate. But if you're building a medieval cannon, this might not be the best look. So if it's already a bit crooked and a bit rough around the edges, it might look even better. At least this is what I'm telling myself. Otherwise, if it's too perfect, you have to weather it and you have to basically damage it from the start. So I once made this cardboard car for a backdrop. So basically the wreckage of a car. And it turned out way too good. So I had to demolish it and yeah, use the demolished model. And even stranger, I had those little robots built. They're called Dynagates from Girls Frontline, and they were like the size of this mouse, and they looked really nice. I spent a lot of time with those small robots. They were also made out of cardboard and like really soft materials, and I had to use them as a target for like the girls to shoot at. So what I did, I built it in perfect shape, and then I soaked them a bit into water, and then I just made this one. I smashed it with my fist so that it looks damaged. So at least I saved one copy of it unscathed, but the others all got destroyed for the purpose of the picture. Normally I just destroy my sets after the picture is done, but they were destroyed even before the picture was taken. So this was new even for me. Okay, so I have. Why did I do this like 4 times? I don't get it. I really don't get it, because the backside is other structure. Well, I guess I can use it like 3 times to have a different width. So I have one spare part now. Nice. Okay, so I might glue this together, and now I just use the top part as well. Let me check. Put the whole cannon away, and now we just make this here. It's a slight angle, I guess. Can I measure the degrees as well? Because it was so helpful the last time I did this. It's a distance, but no degrees, like really. Basically like 2 centimeters in height, I guess. And this might be like a 35-degree angle, maybe 30 degrees. Let me just use my ruler on the monitor. Yeah, I guess. Well, might be even like 60 degrees or 70. No, it's like might be 70 degrees. Okay. Okay. And basically, it's the whole thing. Covers the whole thing from here to here. Okay. I see. So now, what did I say? 2 centimeters in height. We start with 2 centimeters. I can shorten it. All right. Need something to balance out my ruler so that I can cut better. What's the time? Oh, okay. Not so bad. And then I just need like this width. I'm not sure how I will achieve the angle, to be honest. Because it has to be on the narrow side of the cardboard, and I don't have the right tool to do this, but I guess I will just wing it then. Okay. Should I do this like 3 times, or yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to do this. Don't need to have a small box. Okay. And 3rd time. Then I will glue it together, and then I can fabricate the angle. I might also change the background music for those full-time workshops as well, to have it a bit more distinct from the plastic model streams. But then again, I don't know if I can I don't know if rock music, especially without lyrics, is like easy to listen to. So I don't know. I mean, I'm getting there. It's like one step each time, one small improvement each stream, and eventually I will get there. Okay. So now this is the part, and I need an angle. So maybe I will just sand this, but not with sandpaper, with the sandstone. That's actually a good idea. Sand it. Brick brain move here. Big brain move. Okay, let's glue this together as well. And then I can use all the tools now. That's the beauty of the workshop streams. That I can actually use the tools and not just have to sit here and put plastic parts together. Ah, so nice. Ugh. Can you not spill the glue on me, please? Thank you very much. Okay. I mean, compared to the working with the clay, this is much more a much cleaner workflow now. So I don't have to tidy up the shop for another half an hour after the stream. So that's good as well. So get this out of the way. Get this out of here. So okay, so now we have this part, but I need to have it like this. So I will just sand this up. Let me switch the camera and let me see if I can do this. This is another tool that needs to be plugged in, I guess, or is it already plugged in? No, it's not. Okay, let's see. Jesus. That's dusty as hell. Okay, so much for a clean workflow. Now I can attach this into an angle. Yes. Okay. I might even be able to shave this off a bit. Yep. Okay. High stakes cutting. Okay, so let's glue it together. I mean, I guess here is a part where I could use some filling material. Do I have like smaller cardboard as well? Let me see. Okay, you can use this one. Blah. It smells like burnt paper in here now, because this is basically what I did. Okay. It's a bit too big. Okay, so this fits quite good. Okay, so if I now glue this together, this might actually work. Then again, where should I put this? Like before the barrel or behind the barrel? Let's see how our cannon is doing. Hello, there's my part. So the axle is, I would say, it's hard to say, but I guess right. Yeah, a bit before the hinge, but not too much. So basically this is now like building a Gampler made out of cardboard. And I also have to, I can use my spare piece to have it aligned in the backside as well. And I guess I just glue it together like this. Where is my camera? My camera didn't follow me. That's a shame. Here is the camera. Turned off the tracking. Sometimes tracking is no good. Glue this together like this. And then I basically have to find the right right amount for here as well. Better use the right side. This would be beneficiary for us all. It's much more complicated than I thought it would be. I mean, I guess. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I guess I can let this rest for a bit. I don't know. Getting some glue in there. And then I want to turn this around, but I guess I have to let it rest for a couple minutes more until it's safe to do so. Okay, so while this is drying, I can look up the next part, the back part of the body of the cannon. Let me see. Okay, so the whole model doesn't really work here. I just have to bring in this part. Okay. So this is basically just the same, but a bit wider and a bit less height, so, and with a thingy on top, because I guess this is the board. I also use the board as well for the backside of the cannon. Yeah, okay. So basically I just have to do another cylinder. I mean, those wheels barely fit, to be honest, but I mean, it's quite accurate. But the back part has to be much narrower. Does it fill up the whole part here? I guess it does. I really guess it does. So it's substantial. Yeah. So the next part is the width is already given and the length also. So I can do this. So if I minimize the tap, it also goes. Oh, it also goes away. That's nice. Hey, Oki. Hi there. How's it going? How was the convention? Wasn't it first day of KokoroCon? Let me dial back the music in my headphones. Where is this knob? It's such annoying. Okay. How was the convention? Valentine's themed convention. Because why not? So this is 2 centimeters, so I can still use this. This is good. This is so good, and I just will. Okay. Very nice. I will just make it the same height. Yeah. Okay. I can use this. That's quite good actually. Fascinated that it minimizes. Today just the ball. I was so they okay. So they do the ball at the first day. Interesting. 6.3 centimeters. Okay, so the ball. I see. I was wondering that it's also a 3-day event, because when I still attended all those conventions, most of them were just 2 days, but now some of them are just pivoting back to 3 days in a row. But yeah, just the ball. Would have been cool if the ball was like held yesterday, when also there was the open ball. But yeah. But then again, I never attended a ball at the convention. I mean, I attended this separate ball event one time, this Hanamatsuri. This was just only a ball, like more in a traditional way, just with like more cosplay. But at the convention, I never visited a ball. Not even like as a guy who films there, because most of the time, I don't know, they were quite. I don't know. When you film people there, it wasn't always a good look, to be honest. People might not have liked it to be filmed in such a way at such an event. It's not like the real open ball where basically everyone wants to be filmed and interviewed. Okay, if I do this like another third time, it goes. Tomorrow I'm at our booth. Let's see how much of money will vanish at in the merch area. Why does the money vanish? Like your money or like the shop's money? Because I don't know. Your money, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I have already given up on my plans to buy some prints from artists. Because I'm afraid I will not find what I'm searching for, what I'm looking for. So I might result in just basically print out my own photos and my own work for the few remaining picture frames upstairs. At least for the first time, because honestly those empty frames do look sillier and sillier the more I think about it. But then again, I don't find the artwork I want to have around. So yeah. And maybe also for the big picture, I also might just display some more abstract picture, because I was thinking about if I'm sitting in front the picture, in front of the camera, and the picture is behind me, if it's like too distracting, too detailed, it might not be helpful with the video. Yeah, you always find stuff. I'm quite sure you will find things to buy. So okay, that's like a massive block of thing. Okay. Okay. Well. Let's see how this goes. Should I already glue it together? I will already glue it together. Because I want to have this stabilized as soon as possible. To see if everything fits together. And if not, I have to start from the top. It will work out. I'm quite positive. Yesterday I looked up the vendor list of the convention and also the artist list that is online, and it was quite interesting how many shops there actually are attending such an event. I don't know most of them, to be honest, but I guess quite a few came to fruition during my absence. I don't know, this is like a bit too wide. God damn it. How to solve this? How to solve this? I don't want to cut this. Should I just sand this down? Oh shit. So you did a flyer for the shop. That's cool. So maybe you can save one of those for me. Okay, this might work, but then again, I just put this in as good as it gets. Okay. I can use this to have the accurate space, I think. Back here. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can do this. Should fit together like a glove. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now this technically should restrict it in all the major areas so that it doesn't move around anymore. And now I can just press it. Or like we like to call it, ban presto. Well, thanks for the flyer. Do I get a discount if I bring the flyer? No, I don't. No, I at least I guess I haven't seen it yet, the flyer. But let me check. I can check on Discord here. I mean, I have my phone here, so let me see. There it is. Oh, okay. I can show this on camera, I think. Here it is. Since 2008, man, like this is like 2 years and you can celebrate like a 20th anniversary. I really don't want to press this all the time, so I might use a thingy when I find my thingy. Where is my thingy? I really don't know. There it is. Okay. How does this work? Okay. Like so. I see. Now it's much better. Can even grab it and handle it. Ooh. And I guess this one has to be in the other direction. Like so. Come on. Okay. Not too much, but or maybe I just have to check if the barrel still fits in there. Not really. Let me see. Okay. I guess I have to. Okay. See, it's good to check before gluing it all together. Because basically I just have to get this outward. Okay. I guess this makes it a bit harder to glue it together, but oh well. Okay, so I have to okay, let's see. How should I do this? Because I really want to... So I have to apply the wood on this side already before I glue it together. Okay, so let me just rub off all the glue. And we'll come to this again. But yeah, the art could have been a little bit better, but it was tight printing deadline. Oh no, that's perfectly fine. Like I said with my intro, make it exist first and make it better over time, I think. So now I need the wood. The camera can already track me again. So what is the thinnest piece I have. I guess this one. There is no thinner one. Could have sworn I have thinner thinner plywood lying around, but apparently this is all I have now, so it has to suffice. Ah, let me see. What's with my tea? Let me get some. Let me get some fresh tea. Let me get some fresh tea. Because I did the intro for the full-time show, or like, or should I say the countdown to finally have one. Okay, yeah, this works. This works. And I also didn't spend much thought into it. But at least it's there now. So the beauty about the cardboard is, the plywood is that I can cut it with a knife. So I don't need a saw. I just cut it with my knife. Goes through like butter. Does not produce any dust, or at least not as much. And if you cut it within the line, with the grain, I guess, it cuts really nice. Against the grain, it's a bit rough, but with the line, it's almost like cutting through like flesh or some vegetables. Not hard at all. Against the grain, it's a bit more like a, like a more of a squeezing. Okay, so this is the inside. We can glue this. Okay. I mean, I also have to cover up those edges here as well. And I thought I would have like thinner plywood, because with this here it might be tricky. It's still possible, but I would have preferred the thinner material. But basically those are like old stock from back in Vienna, so I didn't refill it when I moved. Because for a year now I didn't need it. So yeah, I'm also curious how the convention will go for you. You can tell me all about it if we see each other again, I guess at the end of the month. If you want to come over and build something. I mean, I already told the people that I heard a radio commercial for the convention as well. Something that would have been unheard of back in my days. Back in my days, it was all the rage, like coming into the local newspapers. This was like top media recognition from like mainstream media. If your district newspaper writes about the event, plus points if they write about it in a not cringy and not like in a positive way, but also in a not cringy way. So, but this basically never happened. So it was always like, look at those weird people who are coming in costumes. Isn't this silly? Yeah, they make those. I mean, they have like I've seen they have one of their sponsors is Antenne. Or no, not Antenne. It's Krone Hit. And yeah, so they run like really basic commercials. Nothing too fancy, but I mean, I've heard those commercials for like bigger events in Vienna for the comic convention, and also for the model building convention we occasionally have, but then of course those are kind of mainstream events now. Okay, should I cut this as well? I guess I have to drill it. Why is this plugged? Why is this unplugged? God damn it. Okay. Back in my day, they chased the cringe media off the convention grounds for making the fans look back at the purpose. Yeah, okay, yeah, there was this time as well, sure. But then again, technically I don't know if you even are... I mean, I guess you can do this, because it's like your convention. This one is not quite good. Okay, so, but now this should work. This should work now, so that I can get the cannonball in. Still a bit too tight. Don't want to push it that hard. Okay, now it's a much better fit. Okay, so this side here, this goes here, this goes here. And then I have basically the barrel. It should act as a natural still not quite right. God damn it. So basically it's just... Okay. It's too big? Or is this too small? You decide. It's just like... I guess it's like, I would say... at least 5mm. Did we? Did I do this? I can't recall, honestly. I can't recall. I mean, now it's a bit too... I guess I have to cut this off here and taper it off, but then this wouldn't look too good. Let's see. I mean, I could still use this if I just... I haven't accounted for the thickness of the material, to be honest. Huh. Ha 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 ha. Should I do this all over again? I mean, I could do this. Ha 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 ha. And use this on the outside already. In the end it would also... okay. Or should I just cut into this a bit? I can cut into this. I know how to save it, honestly. I know how to save it. I'll just... reduce the width of this piece by just one layer, so I can do this. No problem, no problem. No problemo, no problemo. Maybe it might look even more technical this way, who knows. And I can even reduce it for a second layer if this doesn't help. Actually, I can't really do this because then I would cut into the wood already, so... This has to suffice, to be honest. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Maybe still a bit more material. Yeah, this was. I mean, nowadays it's so mainstream that they wouldn't even attempt such a thing. Okay. What was the... okay, I guess it was like this. And then... Come on. Don't be like this. You're not happy about the mainstream. Well, to be honest, me neither. I mean, some of those events, I know, they can't even be distinguished like from normal people anymore. Most of the time. Okay, so if I just... Yeah, I guess this is okay. Like the old farmer said, that will do, pig, that will do. Now I have to put this on to the right side. And those as well. And of course, onto the right. And now light this up here. Okay. So I guess I can finally press this together. I will just say that it worked magically, and if it didn't, I will just make a new one until next stream and nobody will know. Like I did with the paint job of the base. So it's a bit crooked, I think. Okay. Well, I guess this doesn't look too bad. And I can also press it together here a bit. But not too much, not too much. No, I guess that's not a good idea. Because I want to have this as in a bit. It's harder than I thought, to be honest. But I'll just press this. There's such a thing as a clamp I can use. Hello? Come to me if you wanna leave. The right tool for the right job. Come on. Oh god. Curse it. Okay, now we're talking. So this should stay put. And the barrel still kind of fits. Okay. I will just use this as a placeholder to pry it a bit open. Okay. So I will set this aside for a minute or two. Yeah, I will let her out of the treasure chest soon. I might translate those instructions over the weekend and order the colors for her to paint her. Okay. So what's left to do for the cannon? I think there is a piece in front. There is a piece in front where, like this, like a small bumper piece, and then of course I have to do this larger part Where is it? Is it this one? I guess this one. It's just basically a board with a little platform on it. So yeah, I guess that's not too bad. I mean, it doesn't have to be like super accurate and super detailed, especially on the inside where nobody sees it. Building my setup like a chaotic engineering, pressing fleshly glued furniture together with stacks of manga volumes as it. Very professional construction. Oh, okay. So you're building some furnitures right now, huh? Good God, I'm over this now. Just building the furniture. I had to do this quite often last year, but now everything is finished. So let me see. I mean, I also have those like in a bigger form, and they're actually quite nice to handle. I like them more like the old ones. The old clamps, but let me see if I have some of them here. But you always have to see if this part here adjusts well and turn it, and with this you just have to slide it open, slide it back, and then press it. Okay, I don't want to let this dry so much. Okay, so now this piece in front. Maybe I can already use this as a base to have some. I mean, oh, why not? Let me see. You started to build some props, okay? Did I approve of this? And why have I only have a shit pencil here? I don't know. This one is also not good. I mean, at least I can use my razor on this again. It's not. It breaks. It's not really. I don't think this will work. This will constantly break. Yeah. Okay. I mean, those like pencils are like so old now. There has to be a good one in here somewhere, I think. I guess this one is fine. Okay, let me see. Yep, that's good. That's a good pencil. So let me see how to build such a piece. Basically use this as a starting point, and then we just have to just make a line over there, bring this back for like almost the entire width, okay, and then just adjust this, make it a bit broader. And then I use a, let's see, where is it? Circle tool. I guess. Could be enough. I mean, it's not quite perfect, but for a first try, it might work. Ah, okay. Flagpole spear, skull mask. Huh. I mean, later on I might have to do some flags myself with Marina's logo on it. We are now getting into the more detailed things for this picture, because right to this point it was just basic structures. And yeah. Okay, so almost all the way through. I see. Yeah, like I said, it's basically like building some Gunpla, but you have to cut out and form the pieces yourself. So, something for the pool kids out there, the cardboard Gunpla. Still needs a bit of space. Okay, now we're talking. Should I go even further in with this? Would this help? How does this look at the original model? Basically it sits flush with the outside, okay. So I can just cut this off. But then again I have to make the curvature a bit more pronounced, because otherwise you wouldn't see it, that it's curved. Okay, yeah, sure. You have to go up tomorrow early in the morning. I can totally understand this. I wish you a nice day at the convention, and yeah, have fun there. And we will hear from each other. I guess I will just do a half an hour more, and then I will also end the stream and see how things came together. But I think this this might be good. I can work with this, and I can finally press this together a bit more, because I want to have this dried by tomorrow, and hopefully to be of use. Okay, where do I put this? I put it behind me. Okay, so let me do this one more time, but now for real, with a sharp pencil and with the right measurements. 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Let me see. 3 centimeters. And then after that, this is like, I guess, 1.1 centimeter, maybe a bit more, to come a bit more inwards to the model. Okay, and then I need the curvature. I need the curvature. So how do I do the curvature? I guess I have to find out the middle of the thing. Like, it's not that hard, it's just 3, so it's 1.5. That's the middle. And I might align the middle with the placemat, and then just draw a circle from there. But I have to find the right angle to do this. I guess this works fine. If I see something interesting there, I'll let you know. Bye bye, okay, bye. Have a nice rest, so that you're well rested for tomorrow. And then I guess I have to do this a second time as well. I'm not so sure about this. Maybe I should just use a fixed radius as well. Let me see if I can conjure up something here. How about this? This might be good. Let me see. Not really, but I mean, that's a bit silly, but there are two different sizes. Maybe I should just print it. No. We can do this. We can do this. Here is it. Okay, just align this, and then I just use a different. No. No. Oh, you know what? Let me just cut this and see where it goes. This piece wasn't actually that bad. This piece wasn't actually that bad. So the thing is, I have to extend those lines as well. Outward of 1 centimeter. And now I can draw the circle. Wouldn't that be great if this works as intended? If I just... Problem is that this circle is a bit too small. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that might work. So let me try to cut this first, so that we can see if this is worth pursuing. But I think this looks good. I think this looks good. That's a fine thing I did there. I know this looks like it doesn't make any sense, but I'm sure it soon will. I'm sure it soon will. Like from the bottom part to the... Make it 2. It's one of the more annoying parts, I think, to build. With this round part in it. Okay. Yes. Well, it looks much better. Good part, not so good part. Now comes my cannon. Yeah. But it looks great. It's a bit too much in the back, but that doesn't really much matter at all because I can just cut it off. Depending on where to put this, so it's like above the straight part already goes into the. Okay, so I can just remove any more material. Sure, why not? And now we are talking. Now we are talking. Okay. So now I can. Now that I have a. Jesus. Now that I have a pattern, I can just duplicate this. I guess I can make it a bit bigger on the side. It's really annoying that I don't have a straight line that isn't cut anymore, so I will just make one myself. Okay. And just copy this and make this a little bit bigger. It's a bit annoying to cut because I have to cut it from different sides to not cut into the piece itself. Okay, so now I just try to make this a little bit bigger. Okay. Oh, first try, first try. First try. Oh, this looks good. Ha! That's actually quite perfect. Just turn this around. And now stack it like 3 or 4 times. I guess 3 times is enough. And then we have our, like, bumper. The bumper of the cannon. And while I do this, I will just add a bit of glue here, so that it comes nicely together. Because I now know that this works. Where's my cannon? I think I can already. Why doesn't this work? Okay, it has to be this way. Sure. Cannon. Wood cannon. Let me see if I can just stick the barrel in here and have this pressed as well. Maybe remove some of this glue. Okay. It now gets more stable with every minute. So, 3 pieces of this bumper, and then I guess I will call it a day then. And who knows, maybe next time when we see each other again on Friday at full time, the cannon will be finished, or at least I made some progress off stream. Who knows? It's a bit of a shame that I don't have the really thin plywood. I might even buy some till next Friday. Who knows? I might even buy some. Okay, so now I just have to cut this once again, and then I guess I still have to tidy up the workshop, because there was a bit of dust, because I had to have this like sanded and not cut. Why did I do this? Okay. So okay, so now the curve, freehand curve. Once there is a track, it's easy. Just follow the track, but of course, sometimes it jumps out, and then it's so hard to cut this material. especially if the knife gets duller and duller. It's almost like a fitness test. Second piece, yay. Okay. This is not like the same on both sides at all, but it's just a miniature model. And like I said, it doesn't have to look perfect. It only has to look good on the photo, and also it doesn't have to look as perfect because it's an old Canon. I mean, come on. This would look good if it's shiny and new. Okay. And here is the third piece. Now let's glue them all together and basically just put them into the Canon. Get my Canon here. Well, isn't that something? Isn't that something? I guess I can cut this off. Any excess material. Other side as well. Oops. I really have to let this dry. I just want to cut this, but it's not that easy because it's soft cutting cardboard. It's rather fuzzy at the edge. Okay, so apply some glue, and then we glue everything together and we let it cure over the night. And everything will be hokey-dory. Everything will be hokey-dory. At least I hope so. Oh, that's actually quite good. Don't know if you can see it, but it has a slight curvature. here comes back as well. Okay, in the back I can already get this off. Get the cannon in. This looks really good, to be honest. At least better than I had in mind. So now we have the cannon part, and then we have the small wheels on it, like here on the back side. Let's see if I can quasi add the wheels. Yeah. I mean, what's not to like? I might even cut this straight so that I can add the wheels on the edge, because like so. Too much, but I guess I can do this. So now maybe let's add this to the actual photo set. How does it look? Can you see it? Okay. It's not so bad. Let me show this to you. I mean, this is not the right angle, but yeah. So this is what it might look like. With the cannon. I mean, yeah, that's quite good. Treasure chest in front, flags in the back. Oh well, I like it. I like it very much. Did the figure just scrub off my paint a bit? Interestingly. Okay. This is why I never use the figures in the workshop as a model, but yeah, some paint. Now at least now I know where to put her with the feet, so that it works quite well. Now little Emma is in the treasure chest here. So yeah, and the cannon looks quite well. Okay. So I will just press this together for an extended period of time. Is there the model I made to put this in between, or I guess I've used it somewhere. Let me just. Okay, then I have those little parts here as well. I mean, for the cannon here. Does this fit with the barrel attached? Yeah, nice. That's a nice model, or at least it will be a nice model once it's finished. Okay, so I guess we will call it a day for today. Thank you so much for joining me in the workshop. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I mean, this is like just the base. I know it will look even better with some details and paint, but it's important that you see it while you build it. And you can imagine how it might look. But based on the angle of the diorama, you won't see it that much. Like all my miniatures, because it's always the same that the figure has to be front and center. So all the things I build around the figure are basically just goodies, and sometimes you don't even see them that good. But oh well, such is life. Okay, so let's see. Can we rate someone? Should we rate someone? Do I have to do this? Let's see if someone is online. Maybe you can also see this as well. Let me see this as well. If I share my screen with you, let me see. I basically have to do this. Yes, okay. So we can rate someone. Who's building? Gundam Aerial mechanics full build. I mean, I've built an aerial myself, so maybe just maybe. Okay, just painting. Well, okay, so I guess we will rate here, and stick around for the raid. Thank you so much for joining the stream on today's full time at the workshop, and we will see each other again on Friday. And yeah, maybe I will do some work off stream, and you can catch me again on Monday, Plum Monday, when I guess I will start a new kit, but who knows. Until then, thank you so much for joining. Have a nice day, have a nice night. Bye. I need a new end card. I really do. I will. Should I do the be right back screen? No, I do the end screen. Bye.